Hello there! So the other day I was just thinking that 2021 is almost over and Ewan McGregor hasn't starred in a single film this year, which is, uncommon. Obviously we've had Holston, which is an excellent mini-series but not a feature film, and I think Obi-Wan is supposed to come out early next year, so he's probably working on that. But that's a mini-series as well. So I was thinking, when is his next movie coming out? It's supposed to be Pinocchio, right? Because a part of me thought that it would come out late 2021, but it didn't. I was probably wrong about that. So I decided to look it up. I went on IMDb and I looked at Ewan McGregor's filmography, and what's this? The birthday cake? What on earth? I've literally never heard of this. It came out in 2021? It must be quite recent then, right? In June? It came out this summer? I've gone 6 months without knowing this existed? Alright, that's not entirely true. I knew it existed, but I was busy with the Tom Holland-a-thon and the Emma Watson-a-thon, and those two took longer than I was anticipating, and I was planning on watching this film in September, but now it's December and I just really wanted to see it before 2021 was over. Anyway, an entirely new Ewan McGregor movie that I hadn't heard of at all. I didn't pick up when it was released. I haven't heard anyone talking about it ever since. I haven't seen reviews. The only thing that I know is the title, that it stars Val Kilmer, who I only know because he played Batman, and I haven't even seen that film yet. It's the only live-action Batman film that I haven't seen yet. And I also know that its IMDb score is embarrassingly low. Ewan McGregor, he's had some pretty rough movies, okay? This movie's score is the lowest IMDb score out of any of his movies. How even? How can a movie be worse than A Million Ways to Die in the West? So naturally, I'm really excited to watch this one. Because, I just really want to know what this movie's about. I really want to know why it has such a low score and why I haven't heard anything at all about it. But before I do that, a couple of predictions. A couple of predictions. I don't think Ewan McGregor's going to play the protagonist just because his name isn't first on the cast list on IMDb. So I'm thinking he's playing a relative of the person whose birthday it is. I'm assuming it's going to be someone's birthday, and I am anticipating a birthday cake. But then again, the title might be a bit less literal than I am expecting. Maybe birthday cake is someone's pet name or something. Oh, come here, my little birthday cake. No, that sounds weird. Yeah, that sounds weird. The one thing I'm hoping for is a giant birthday cake with someone popping out of it. Bonus points if the person popping out of it is Ewan McGregor, but it can be anyone. And as long as the movie has that, I'm a happy man. As long as it has that, this movie's a win in my book. I'm very excited to give this movie a shot, and I will let you know what I thought of it after I've seen it. I'm back. Let me just say, this movie, it's really weird. So it's not a drama like I thought it would be. It was a gangster flick. Gangster movies are probably my least favorite genre. I just don't really care about them. This was one of those gangster movies that I don't care about. The story is either so complicated that I just didn't get it at all, or it was so simple that it was just really... It was so simple that you're thinking you're missing something because it can't be that simple. Either that or I really missed something. It's just a really weird film. So basically the story is about this guy Gio, who is going to a family reunion that happens every year right before the holidays, and he brings a birthday cake that his mother made for him because it was his dad's birthday or something, but he died, and that's their way to like remember him by eating a birthday cake. And the story, it was almost high concept in that you follow Gio on his way to this family reunion carrying this birthday cake. Like, it was almost really creative in like the way that a film like Locke is, but it's not. Like, I was on board for like, oh yeah, we're following this bit of the journey that would normally be cut out of any other movie, just walking to the family reunion. And I'm not sure if that was the intention, but if it was the intention, it kind of felt like they chickened out at the last moment. I don't know. As I said, the story was either really complicated or really simple. You've got these family members constantly making remarks about Gio's uncle and Gio's cousin, implying that they did something that got them into trouble, but no one really explains what it is they did. And throughout the movie you get the idea that Gio's cousin is being hunted by the police, and at the end that thought gets confirmed, but then like it turns out that one of his uncles is hunting Gio's cousin. You know, now that I'm saying it aloud, I just don't think the story made that much sense. Like, I've only seen it 2 days ago, and already I can't really tell the story to you. I know it's about Gio walking to his family reunion carrying a birthday cake, but apart from Gio, I don't know any character's name. I don't know who is who, or what they do, or what their roles are. Also, the movie made me kind of anxious because Gio was always carrying this birthday cake, and I just thought like, I hope nothing happens to the cake. In the beginning it's just the cake on a plate with like silver foil over it, and then he's being harassed by the police and stuff, and I was just, please just don't smash the cake. It was really weird how invested I was in the cake. I didn't care about Gio, just please let the cake be okay. It was mentioned pretty clearly that Gio's mother made the cake, and a little bit before the end I was just like, wouldn't it be really funny if Gio's mother just poisoned the cake and killed everyone at this like mobster reunion? And then Gio revealed like, oh, it's a chocolate cake and I'm allergic to chocolate. And I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen. So it was just like a joke, and then it actually did happen. I don't know why it happened. That was kind of a plot twist, but then the biggest plot twist was all the way at the end. Gio runs into the church where it's like kind of his surrogate father, Father Kelly, who's like the reverend. He goes to him, asks him what to do because he's lost, because he's just seen his entire family murdered. And it turns out Father Kelly was working together with Gio's mom, and it was their plan to murder everyone. And I'm like, what? 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 That didn't make any sense. It wasn't hinted at in the beginning, and I just didn't understand what the hell was happening. Also, the music was really weird. It was this low booming electronic music, and it kicked in the weirdest places. It starts playing and you think, oh, something's about to go down, and then just nothing happens. It was really weird. So in conclusion, the story didn't make sense, and it wasn't really fun to follow it. I didn't care about the characters. But of course, the reason we're all here, Ewan McGregor, he played Father Kelly, which is a rather small role. He only appears at the very beginning and at the very end, which was kind of nice how he like bookended the movie. In the beginning you kind of think that he's like this paternal figure, like this priest who's just there for Gio when he needs him. But then at the end it turns out he was the big mastermind all along. It was a weird role. Ewan McGregor was okay. He didn't really get much to do, but It was nice to see him, even though if he wasn't in the film I wouldn't have seen it and I would have preferred that outcome. But anyway, all in all, I think this film failed on some pretty fundamental levels. I don't feel like anger or something, I don't resent it. Just indifference and a lot of confusion. And that is why I'm going to give The Birthday Cake a 5 out of 10. And that's all I have in this episode of the Ewan McGregor-a-thon. Next time I am probably going to watch Kenobi, his miniseries on Disney+. I think that's what's going to come out next, but I'm not sure. Whatever it is I'm going to watch next, I hope I will see you then, and thank you for watching. Goodbye. Okay, I know you're just dying to know. No one popped out of a birthday cake. I know, I'm disappointed too.